A woman who fears the Lord on Maple Drive. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Maple Drive was the kind of suburban street where lawns stayed trimmed, mailboxes matched, and smiles were polite, even if they didn't always reach the eyes. Everyone waved, everyone posted about their perfect lives, and everyone tried to out-host each other with extravagant parties. No one did that better than Vanessa Clark. Vanessa had it all: a flawless white kitchen, weekly salon appointments, and 2 kids always dressed like catalog models. Her Instagram sparkled with charcuterie boards, golden retriever selfies, and perfect sunset walks. She was the queen of the cul-de-sac, admired and imitated. And then there was Annette, a woman known for her virtues. Annette lived 2 doors down in a modest, slightly faded house with a small, well-tended flower garden. A Gold Star mother, having lost her son in Afghanistan. She baked her own bread, grew tomatoes in her backyard, and always had her porch light on, even during the day. She didn't host parties or post pictures. In fact, she didn't even have a social media presence, but she was always there. When the Johnson baby was born 6 weeks early, Annette showed up with a basket of meals. When the Miller boy broke his leg, Annette mowed their lawn until he was back on his feet. And when Vanessa's husband left quietly, in the middle of a Tuesday morning, Annette was the first to knock on her door. Vanessa hadn't planned to cry, but she did. She wept on the floor of her perfect kitchen while Annette brewed English breakfast tea and sat with her in silence, not judging, not offering hollow advice, just being there. Over the next few weeks, Vanessa's posts stopped. The hair appointments faded. Her smiles grew fewer, but more honest. And every Thursday morning, she started walking over to Annette's for coffee, and for something she hadn't had in a long time: peace. One rainy afternoon, as they sat watching the storm through the window, Vanessa looked at Annette and asked, "Why do you do all this? The meals, the kindness, the time. You never ask for anything." Annette smiled, lines deepening in her face. "Because it's not about being seen, it's about serving the one who sees everything." She reached for her Bible, worn and soft from years of use, and opened to a verse she had bookmarked. She read aloud, "Charm is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Vanessa let the words sink in. Not about charm, not about beauty, but obedience, faithfulness, wisdom, and reverence of God. That was the source of Annette's strength and virtue. From then on, Maple Drive began to shift, not dramatically, but noticeably. There were fewer contests and more conversations, fewer front lawn rivalries and more open doors. Vanessa never did reclaim her crown as the perfect neighbor, but she became something far better: real, rooted, and reflective of the quiet grace she'd learned from Annette. And on that well-worn street in the suburbs, a different kind of beauty began to bloom.